Welcome back to Organikong Pagpanguma. Today we will be presenting to you a brief introduction before we start calculating fertilizer application rates for any crops. If you are new to Organikong Pagpanguma, please do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow us in our FB page and in our YouTube channel. Fertilizer application is a crucial post-planting operation in agriculture. The application rate of fertilizer can make you earn greatly or run into great loss. It depends on how you determine the fertilizer rate. Plants need fertilizers in different application rates at different stages of their growth. Each fertilizer has its peculiar rate. This application rate must be calculated accurately to get the precise quantity of fertilizer needed to fertilize the farmland. Some farmers do not know fertilizers have application rates. Most of the times, farmers use the size of their hand as a measure to apply fertilizer to their crops, or simply just copy the practices of the neighboring farmers. This is not a good practice for any profit-oriented farmer, as fertilizer application has huge economic importance. You will know how to calculate the quantity of fertilizer you need to apply to your farmland as we go through. Economic importance of fertilizer application. Any activity or operation carried out during the process of crop production has economic importance. Fertilizer application is not left out. Applying fertilizers plays a notable role in the economy of the crop production, which is imperative to discuss before the calculation of the application rate of fertilizers, not for any reason, but to appreciate the effects or the benefits of applying fertilizers at the right quantity. 1. Effects of fertilizer on the cost of production. Fertilizer can increase or reduce the cost of your production. One of the goals of production is the reduction of costs, hence any strategy to achieve that must be adopted. Let us use corn as an example. Assuming the recommended fertilizer rate for corn on a hectare is 3 bags of NPK 15-15-15 using the right application rate, you can end up using 6 bags because you do not know how to calculate the fertilizer application rate for NPK 15-15-15. Hence, you have ignorantly increased the cost of your corn production. 2. Handling of fertilizer. The right application rate for any fertilizer can help you increase the efficiency of handling the fertilizers. Using the corn fertilizer recommended rate as an example again, how 3 bags of fertilizer could be handled is different from how the 6 bags would be handled in terms of bulkiness, transportation, and labor required. 3. Effects of fertilizer on the environment. There is a disease called blue baby syndrome. This disease is caused by the presence of nitrate in the drinking water consumed by pregnant women. Fertilizers need to be applied with modesty. When you overdose the crop, the fertilizer will deplete the soil quality and drain down to contaminate the underground water. Similarly, when you underdose the crops, you have reduced the growth potential of the crop. You just need to get the calculation of the application rate of fertilizer to make your production profitable and conducive to the environment. Let's discuss the standards of fertilizers. Before we delve into learning how to calculate the fertilizer application rate for different crops, it is essential we know the standards of fertilizer. These standards are guides that will aid our calculation as we proceed. 1. The standard size of a bag of fertilizer is 50 kilograms. 1 hectare equals 10,000 square meter. 100 kilograms of any fertilizer goes on 1 hectare. The ratio of fertilizer, an example is NPK 15-15-15, is the composition of that nutrient element in every 100 kilograms of that fertilizer. These are the basic standards for applying any fertilizer. Similarly, we need to know the percentage composition of nutrient element in different types of fertilizers. Let's show to you the types of fertilizers and nutrient composition. 1 is the single fertilizer. These are the type of fertilizers that supply just a single nutrient element. Example are urea that supplies only nitrogen, and muriate of potash, it supplies only potassium. Second, compound fertilizer. They are those that supply more than one nutrient element. As an example is the NPK 15-15-15. It supplies nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. We will go now to the fertilizers and percentage nutrient. We have nitrogenous fertilizer like urea with 46% nitrogen, ammonium nitrate 34% nitrogen, ammonium sulfate with 21% nitrogen, calcium nitrate with 15% nitrogen, calcium ammonium nitrate with 28% nitrogen. We have also phosphatic fertilizers like single super phosphate with 22% phosphorus, triple super phosphate with 48% phosphorus. We have also potassium fertilizers like muriate of potash with 60% potassium and sulfate of potash with 50% potassium. We have here also the different composition of selected manures like chicken, duck, pig, cattle, carabao, goat, horse, rabbit, guano, and human. After this brief introduction presentation, we can now start calculating the quantity of fertilizer in your farm, which we will discuss in our next presentation. Watch for the incoming presentations. Part 1, how to calculate fertilizer application rate using single fertilizer. Part 2, how to calculate fertilizer application rate using single and compound fertilizers. Part 3, how to calculate fertilizer application rate using liquid fertilizers. And Part 4, how to calculate fertilizer application rate using organic or manure fertilizers. See you in our next presentation. Thank you.